G'day, Jason Haines here again from QPL Rural with the Haines Report, your weekly rural property update. So we're in that zone again. A lot of the dryland producers starting to look to the sky, wondering when the next drop of rain's coming, or if there is a drop of rain coming, while the cotton guys are out there hoping that it holds off for a little while so that they can get their cotton crops in. The summer cropping certainly has been very good in the MIA this year, with the maize and the rice seeing some very good yields and still well underway with harvest, while the cotton's yet to come and an absolute bale buster expected in the next month. Cotton in particular has a very bright future in front of it, with some very strong bale prices into 2019 and 2020. This has pushed the water price even higher this week, with Murrumbidgee temporary water trading at $155 a megalitre, or $1,850 for general security, or $4,200 for high security water, while in the Lachlan, general security water is trading at around $800 a megalitre and temporary at $120, while in the MIL, we're still sitting around $1,500 a megalitre, for a dry megalitre that is, of general security water, and $134 a megalitre for temporary trade. While in livestock, the Eastern Young Cattle Indicator settled the week at 540.25 cents per kilo carcass weight, while the National Trade Lamb Indicator sat on 612.5 cents per kilo carcass weight. Now, as I said to you last week, there's also some very, very strong forward contract prices on lambs at the moment. It'd be well worth giving Craig or myself a ring and see if you can lock in lambs, be it merino or crossbred, for that June-July delivery period. In local property results this week, Arrawidgie sold under auction conditions. This is a 2,154 acre predominantly grazing property, 60 kilometres south of Narrandera on the Yanko Creek. The property sold under auction conditions for $850 an acre. And it must be said, a very, very strong result and reflective of the current lamb and wool situation. Following on from last week's report, I've also got a great little 327 acre block down at Warcool. This property, known as Green Acres, is a dairy property with a 30-side swing over dairy, but I think it reflects back to last week's conversation about producing very cheap, very affordable, high-quality forage for your grazing system. Green Acres is currently listed for sale at $750,000 and comes well supported with 2 houses, a machinery shed, and is right on the banks of the delivery supply channel and has a spear point for supplement irrigation. Now, a fully developed irrigation block like this at $750,000 is well worth considering as a finishing block for either cattle or lambs, or indeed a very good starter block for somebody looking to get into the dairy industry. Now, if you're down in that direction and looking for something a little bit bigger, we've also got Tickawarra. This is a 1,652 acre property that is an absolute forage producing machine. In fact, they currently run just shy of 400 milkers, plus all their replacements, and are all but self-sustainable with forage and grain production off this one property. Tickawarra comes well laid out with a 50-unit rotary, extensive irrigation systems, 2 bores, and ample MIL water. However, the beauty with this block is not in all the forage production, but the fact it also has an 800 cow feed pad sitting right at the back of the dairy. Perfect for an existing dairy operation, or indeed somebody who wants to run breeders on the grazing country, produce forage, and finish cattle in what could be an 800 head feedlot only hours out of the Melbourne market. There's a lot of different ways of looking at this property, and indeed a lot of different ways of buying it, so please give me a call and we'll go through it. Lastly this week, we've got a absolutely lovely 11.5 acre lifestyle block only 15 minutes out of Narrandera and Leeton on the Sturt Highway. This property is known as 10963 Sturt Highway and is a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom property featuring open plan living, a barbecue area, a large dining room and breakfast bar. Externally, the home features well-fenced house yard, safe for kids or the fur babies, and a large spacious 12 by 18 by 4.5 steel frame shed. Listed for sale at $420,000, this is very affordable acreage and inspections are recommended. Now, as always, if you'd like any more information on any one of our feature properties today, please feel free to give me a call at any time on 0488 594 450. I look forward to catching up with you all again next week. Cheers.